Jai Hind all, and today we have discussed to the next part of the machine learning techniques, and in the previous class we have discussed about what is machine learning and what is the supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and in the today's class we will learn about some well-posed formula and the mathematical formula. Let's start with the class. So these are the courses outline of the today's class. First is well-defined learning problem. Second is designing a learning system, and third one is the issues in machine learning. So well-defined learning problems means we have to define the particular problems, and designing a learning system, how to design a learning system, and next third part is basically which kind of issues are designed for designing a machine learning algorithms. Okay. So let's start with the well-posed learning problems. So that's the definition we already discussed in the previous class. A computer program is said to learn from the experience E with respect to some class of task T, and performance measure P if its performance as task in T as measured by P. So improve with experience E. So basically we can say that basically that is the formula which is dependent on your previous experience and the task, and improve the performance from the experiences. Okay. So the first well-posed learning problems, like a checkers learning problem. So checkers learning problem have a task T and a performance measure P and the training experience E. So at handwriting recognizes problem have a task T, recognizing and classifying handwritten words with the images, and the performance measure P is percentage of word correctly classified, and the training experience E a database of handwritten words with a given classification. So handwriting recognition, basically there is given to the so much of handwriting of the particular persons. So that is it's an example of the well-posed learning problems. Okay. Next is a robot driving learning problem. A robot driving learning problem, task T, driving on the public 4-lane highways using vision sensors. Performance measure P, average distance travelled before an error as judged by the human overseer. And the training experience E as a sequence of images and steering commands recorded while observing a human driver. Okay. So basically the robot driving learning problem is basically we have a task that is drive a car, and performance is like to drive a car, and what type of judgment by the human observer or what type of error are occurred. Training experience, that is a sequence of images and steering commands recorded while the observing of the human driver. So how to design a learning system? So designing a learning system, basically choosing the training experience. First step to choosing the training experience, which kind of experience are given, choosing the target function, choosing a representation for the target function, and choosing a function approximation algorithm, and the final design is occurred. So designing a learning system, these are the 5 steps we will use for particular designing any learning system. Clear? Okay. So first choosing the training experience. First we have discussed about how to choose a training experience. So whether the training experience provide direct or indirect feedback regarding the choice made by the performance system. Just like the direct training example in the learning, to play checkers consist of individual checkers board state and the correct move for each. So indirect training example in the same game consist of the move sequence and final outcome of the various gaming played, in which information about the correctness of a specific move early in the game must be inferred indirectly from the fact that game was eventually won or lost. Credit assignment problem. So basically there is a two training are provided, direct training and the indirect training. Direct training, it's a individual checkers board state, and it's directly guide to the particular checkers or particular machine learning algorithm. Indirect, it's taken from the databases. Okay. So next one, the degree to which the learner control the sequence of training example. So the example, the learner might rely on the teacher to select informative board state and provide to correct move for each. So the learner might itself propose board state that it find particularly confusing and ask the teacher for the correct move. Okay, so or the learner may have complete control over the board state and classification, or we can say that the indirect classification, it as it does when it learn by the playing against itself with no teacher present. Basically that is the we can say that the unsupervised learning. So how well it represented the distribution of example over which the final system performance P must be measured. So in general learning is most reliable when the training example follow the distribution similar to that of future test example. So like that is just like the example, if the training experience is play checkers consist only of game played against itself, so the learner might never encounter certain crucial board state that are very likely to be played by the human checkers champion. So note however that the most current theory of the machine learning rests on the crucial assumption that the distribution of the training example is identical on the distribution of the test example. Clear? So next one is choosing the target function. So to determine what type of knowledge will be learned and how this will be used for the performance program. So just like the example in the play checkers, it's need to learn to choose the best move among these legal moves. So you have a board of moves and you want to choose a move from your set of moves. So choose move B. Choose move B is basically from the set of moves which accept as input any board from the set of legal board statement produce as output some move from the set of legal moves B. So M is the total moves and B is the moves which is choose from the total moves. Okay. So next, since the target function such as choose move turn to be very difficult to learn given that kind of indirect training experience available to the system, as alternative target function is an evaluation function that assign a numerical score and any given board state. So V is the values and B is the board state, and that is the R is belongs to the real value. Okay. So given the ideal target function like the V is the target function, and we choose a representation that the learning system will use describe V dash. V dash is to describe that way it will be learned in the play checkers game. So V dash V is equals to W0, W1 x1, W2 x2, W3 x3 or dot 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 Wx W6 x6. So where Wi is the numerical coefficient or weight to determine the relative importance of the various board features, and xi is the number of ith object on the board. Okay. So that is the formula, that is the linear equation formula of the to describe the target function. Okay. So each training example is given by B, VV. V is the board state of move and VV is the set of VV is the values. So where V train B is the training values of a board B, estimating training values BV, V dash tends to B and successor of B train. Okay. So basically adjusting the weight to specify the learning algorithm for choosing the weight W to best fit the set of training example V or Vi train V, which minimize the squared error E between the training value and the value predicted by the hypothesis V dash. So basically the formula of error E is VV train B and belongs to the training example V train B minus V dash B is the whole square of summation of the whole square. So that is called the squared error E. So basically if you have a model and you want to play a checkers game and by the machine learning algorithm, so that basically we will use to the that kind of squared error. Okay. So E is equals to B train B minus V dash B the whole square. To minimize the E, the following rule is used for weight update rule. Least mean squared weight update rule for each training example VV train V for the current rate of calculate V dash for each weight Wi updated itself. It's a updation of the particular weighted. Okay. So it's a updation values. So performance system, the performance system to solve the given performance task by using the learn target function. It's take an instance of a new problem just like to new game as an input and trace its solution, that is the game history, as a output. So these are the critics to take as input the history of the trace of the game and produce as output a set of the training example of the target function, that is called the critic. And what is generalizer? Generalizer to take the input, the training example, and produce the output hypothesis, that is its estimated of the target function. It generalize from the specific training example, hypothesizing a general function that cover these example and other cases beyond the training example. Okay. Next is what is experiment generator? The experiment generator to take as input the current hypothesis just like the currently learned function and output a new problem, initially board state, the performance of our performance system to explore. So its role is to pick new practice problem that will maximize the learning rate of the overall system. Okay. So that is the we can say that the flow chart of the particular these experiment generator, generalizer, critic, and the performance system. So performance system that we can say that the performance system, that solution trace, then critic going to the create a formula, then generalizer generalize that particular formula and create a hypothesis, and experiment generator. So that is a new problem is come, and then again that is that moves to the one to experiment generator, then performance system, then critic, and then generalizer. Okay. So choosing the designing the checkers learning problem, that is the example of flow chart of that checkers learning problem. So first is determining type of the training experience. So first we have to determine the what kind of training experience are provided to the checkers learner problem. So game against expert, the first training experience, second game against self, or table of correct moves, or any other. So we have chosen in this example is game against self. And after that we will identify to determine to target function, and there is a board move or board value. Here we will use here we have used the board values, and after the board values is find out the determining representation of the learned function. So what is the representation function? Here we representative function is linear function of the 6 figure like the w0 plus w1 x1 w2 x2 w3 x3 w4 x4 and w6 or x6. And after that determining the learning algorithm. So linear function is known, and then we will use to the gradient descent formula, and then finally we have to completed the design. So basically that is the checkers learning problem flow chart, which we will use in the to identify or to create a model. So these are the issues. Issues are what algorithm exists for the learning general target function from a specific training example. Second issue is how does the number of training example influence accuracy. Third is when and how can prior knowledge held by the learner guide the process of generalizing from the example. Fourth issue, what is the best strategy for choosing a useful next training experience, and how does the choice of this strategy alter the complexity of the learning problem. Next issues in this machine learning, what is the best way to reduce the learning task to one or more function approximation problem. How can next is how can the learner automatically alter its representation to improve its ability to represent and learn the target function. So basically these are the issues, how to choose which how many type of training example, what is the approximation function, what is the weight measure, which kind of function is used for the create to or we can say that it is design of the particular machine learning. So it's all about today's lectures. So thanks. If you have any question, and then feel free to contact me. My mail ID is guptapradeep@akgc.ac.in. So thanks for watching me. Thank you very much.